Welcome back to Coin Explorer. Today, we're diving into the story of a coin that billions of people have held in their hands, a coin so ordinary, yet surrounded by history, hidden rarities, and incredible collector interest. Yes, we're talking about the Lincoln 1 cent, the humble U.S. penny. Now, before you think it's just worth 1 cent, listen closely. Because while most are everyday change, certain pennies, especially rare dates and minting errors, have shocked the collecting world by selling for thousands, even hundreds of thousands of dollars. So, buckle up as we explore the fascinating story behind the penny in front of you, the 2012 Lincoln Memorial Cent. We'll uncover its origins, its hidden details, the secrets that make some of its brothers rare treasures, and why collectors never stop hunting for them. This is not just a coin, this is history in the palm of your hand. The story of the U.S. 1 cent coin begins in 1793, more than 2 centuries ago. The very first cents were large copper coins, bulky compared to what we know today. Over the decades, the cent evolved, shrinking in size, changing in metal composition, and taking on new faces. But in 1909, something monumental happened. That year marked the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. To honor him, the U.S. Mint introduced a brand new design featuring Lincoln's portrait, the very first time a real person's image appeared on regular U.S. circulating coinage. And so, the Lincoln cent was born. For more than a century, the Lincoln cent has remained in circulation, becoming one of the most produced coins in human history. More than 300 billion Lincoln cents have been minted, making it not only a piece of history, but also a record-breaking symbol of America's coinage. Fast forward to 1959. The U.S. Mint made another bold change. On the reverse side of the penny, the Lincoln Memorial was introduced. Designed by Frank Gasparro, the memorial design honored Lincoln once again, showing the grand monument in Washington, D.C. And here's a fascinating detail. If you look closely with magnification, you can see a tiny statue of Lincoln seated inside the memorial. A coin within a coin, so to speak. This reverse design lasted for 50 years, until 2008. In 2010, it was replaced by the Union Shield reverse, which continues today. But the coin you're looking at, a 2012 Lincoln cent with the memorial reverse, is a little unusual, because by 2010, the shield had already replaced the memorial. Many collectors mistake worn shield cents for memorial designs, or vice versa. That's why paying attention to details is so important. The 2012 Lincoln penny features obverse Abraham Lincoln's portrait with the inscriptions, "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and the year 2012. Reverse. Depending on the mint, either the shield design, official 2012 release, or a circulated memorial cent that's simply worn down from years of handling. Composition: 97.5% zinc, 2.5% copper plating. A far cry from the nearly pure copper cents of earlier years. Mint marks. These coins were struck in Philadelphia, no mint mark, Denver, D, and San Francisco, S, mostly in proof versions. Billions were minted, making the 2012 penny extremely common in everyday circulation. But here's the twist. Within those billions, error coins, condition rarities, and unique strikes can transform an ordinary 1 cent piece into something collectors eagerly pay big money for. Rare pennies and shocking auction sales. To truly understand why pennies excite collectors, let's rewind to some of the most legendary sales. The 1943 bronze Lincoln cent. While most pennies that year were struck in steel due to wartime shortages, a few bronze planchets slipped through. One sold for over $1 million. The 1955 doubled die obverse penny, a striking error where the date and inscriptions show dramatic doubling. Collectors prize it so highly that even worn examples fetch thousands of dollars. The 1969 S doubled die, another error variety, with some examples bringing in 6-figure auction results. Even modern pennies, like some from the 1990s and 2000s, have sold for surprising amounts due to dramatic minting errors. This is why collectors, when they see an ordinary penny, don't just dismiss it. They check the details. Because every once in a while, lightning strikes, and an everyday coin turns out to be a jackpot. What about the 2012 penny? Now you might ask, what about the 2012 penny? Could it be valuable? The answer is yes, but with conditions. Most 2012 pennies are only worth face value. However, there are exceptions. 1. Mint state condition, uncirculated. A pristine 2012 penny, straight from a bankroll, can be worth more than face value. Collectors will pay for coins with perfect, untouched surfaces, especially those graded by professional services at MS 67 or higher. 2. Proof coins. Specially struck 2012 pennies from the San Francisco Mint, sold in collector proof sets, feature mirror-like surfaces and sharp details. These are worth several dollars each, far above 1 cent. 3. Errors and varieties. Off-center strikes, doubled dies, die cracks, and wrong planche errors have been reported for 2012 pennies. Such coins can sell for tens or even hundreds of dollars, depending on severity. So while your 2012 penny may be a common circulation piece, there's always the chance of finding one of these special variations, and that's what excites collectors. Why pennies still matter. In an age where many countries have eliminated their smallest coins, the U.S. penny continues to circulate. Some argue it should be retired, since it costs more to make than its face value. Yet others insist it remains a piece of American identity. For collectors, every penny tells a story. It might have passed through thousands of hands, bought countless small items, or even survived decades in a forgotten drawer. When you hold a penny, you hold a little piece of American history. And when that penny happens to be a rare variety, it transforms into a treasure that links everyday people with the fascinating world of numismatics. Tips for collectors. If you're inspired to start searching your change, here are a few tips. Check every date carefully, especially years like 1943, 1955, 1969, 1972, 1982, 1995, and yes, even recent dates like 2012. Look for mint errors, off-center strikes, doubled letters, missing elements, or unusual color and weight can signal a rarity. Condition matters. A shiny, uncirculated penny is always more appealing to collectors than a heavily worn one. Use a magnifying glass. Many valuable errors are small and easy to miss. Consider grading. If you think you have something special, professional coin grading can authenticate and maximize its value. To many, a penny is just loose change, but to a coin collector, it's a storybook written in metal. Think of it this way. The penny you hold might have traveled through cash registers, piggy banks, gas stations, and grocery stores. It might have been the first coin a child ever saved. It might have survived economic recessions, presidential terms, and world events. And among those billions, your coin could be hiding secrets invisible to the naked eye, secrets only revealed to the curious and the passionate. So there you have it, the story of the Lincoln penny and the 2012 cent that continues this incredible legacy. Most may be worth just 1 cent, but the true value lies in what they represent: history, discovery, and the thrill of the hunt. This is why collectors like us never stop looking, because behind every coin, there might be a story, or even a treasure. If you enjoyed this journey into the world of coins, make sure to like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you never miss an adventure. This is Coin Explorer, where every coin has a story, and maybe even a secret waiting to be uncovered.